to an Issues exclusive. The desperate search for a 10-year-old boy allegedly kidnapped by his own father reaches a fever pitch tonight. Shocking developments in the case of 10-year-old Jean-Paul Lacombe. In October, San Antonio, Texas cops dragged Jean-Paul off the school bus and delivered him to his father despite the child's protests. He was screaming, "No, no, don't let him take me." Now the dad, Juan-Philippe Lacombe, is an international fugitive. Prosecutors say he duped a judge into giving him custody by showing the judge a bogus document in Spanish that the court didn't bother to translate. They just accepted this guy's word for it. You say it's your kid? Okay. He and the boy could be anywhere now, anywhere in the world. Remember, the school bus snatch went down 2 full months ago. Dad has dual citizenship in Mexico and in France, and he's reportedly married to a Russian woman. Now, we here on Issues have been doing some digging on dodgy dad, but he's not the only one we're outraged about. We want answers from the authorities about what they are doing to bring this little boy back home. And we're not sitting around waiting. Okay, Dog the Bounty Hunter is on the phone.
Daughter, it looks like. Listen to this.
Okay, I'm listening.
It says, arrest record felonies.
Dog knows the ropes in Mexico, where the two could be. In fact, Dog got himself into big trouble there after nabbing American fugitive Andrew Luster in 2003. Luster, you remember that wealthy heir to the Max Factor fortune who was facing 87 counts of rape and poisoning women using the date rape drug GHB.
Nothing to do with the case.
We're going to get the lowdown for Dog, but the bottom line is Dog knows how to catch these fugitives. My big issue, hunting for answers. We can't seem to get any answers from cops, the prosecutor, or the U.S. Marshals. And we want to know, why is that? This kid's been missing 2 months. I want to hear from you. Give me a holler on this story, 1-877-586-7297. Straight out to my fantastic panel, Yanni Virgin from HLN's San Antonio, Texas affiliate, KABB. We're delighted to have you here tonight. And, of course, we're thrilled to have Berenice Diaz, the missing boy's mom. Thank you for joining us, Berenice. And she is there along with her attorney, Miguel Ortiz, who joins us by phone, and Dwayne Dog Chapman, the bounty hunter who is in Hawaii. Dog, we reached out. We reached out today to the prosecutors, the U.S. Marshal, the police, and guess what? Nobody's getting back to us. And we want to know why. What do you think?
Well, you know, I reached out too, and when someone's wanted, the first thing they do is put them on NCIC, which is called the National Crime Computer, so that, you know, if the guy gets pulled over, the warrant is on him. And so far, you know, it might be just because we're in Hawaii, but so far he is not on NCIC.
Wow.
So if he gets pulled over, you know, and they run his name, unless, you know, the cop that pulls him over has saw your show, then they're going to let him go. So the first thing they got to do is get this guy on NCIC so we can get, you know, some kind of authorities to give us some kind of help. The second thing is we need a picture of his estranged new wife, because I'm sure, you know, he would be traveling with her.
All right, well, let me get to a lot of that. The pair, as we've been reporting, could be in Mexico. After all, it's just a car ride away. But what about Russia? If Lacombe took his son there, is it too late? Listen to this.
It's so important to do this before they get to Russia. We have no extradition treaty with Russia, and Russia is not a member of the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction. We must find that child before he's taken to Russia.
According to little Jean-Paul's mom, Berenice, who we're going to talk to in a second, her ex-husband is currently married to a Russian woman. Now, Michael Board, you're a reporter from WOIA Radio in San Antonio, Texas. You joined us by phone. You've been doing some digging. Tell us what you have learned about this mystery Russian woman who the mom says is married to her ex-husband's to her ex-husband.
Yeah, the husband is married to a Russian woman that he met. A very beautiful woman. You can imagine he's a multi-millionaire, so he can pretty much get any girl he wants. Now, the last time anybody has seen Jean-Philippe Lacombe, he was at the San Antonio International Airport trying to get away to Mexico once you get to Mexico, you can get anywhere in the world and nobody can track you from Mexico. He could be anywhere in the world. You know, like I said, James, he's a multimillionaire. Where can you go with multi-millions of dollars? Anywhere you want and hide.
Something is fishy somewhere. And if it's not in Denmark, it could be Russia, it could be Mexico, it could be France, or it could be in Texas, where I don't know. I don't know about this investigation. Issues reached out to police, prosecutors, and the U.S. Marshals. We had some very simple questions today. We heard back from nobody. Tonight's big issue, why are we the ones hunting for answers? For example, we made this wanted poster ourselves. Did you know Lacombe's official last name is Vega and that he allegedly uses an alias? And what about the description of Lacombe's car? District Attorney Susan Reed told ABC News that authorities said the car was seen crossing into Mexico in October. It is now almost Christmas, people, but they weren't sure if he was in it. Well, why not issue a description of the car and put that up somewhere so people in Mexico or wherever could be looking for the car? Yanni Virgin, you're the reporter all over the story.
Well, all I can tell you is when we started this, nobody was listening to this woman. Everybody threw up their hands, said, this is civil. We can't touch it. We cannot touch it, even if the mom's saying that the child was abducted, that she had custody, until Susan Reed stepped in and said, we're going to charge him with criminal charges in this case. Now, don't take the silence as them not doing anything. That's all I want to tell you on that.
Exactly.
What? Say that again?
Don't take their silence as they're not doing anything. They are taking care of this. I think the authorities understand that they basically got egg on their face down in San Antonio, Texas, and they got to get this one right.
Well, Mom, Bernice Diaz, you gave them the photo, you say, of the wife. And what did they do with it?
Before she speaks, and before I forget, John Philip Lacombe Vega, the father of Jean Paul, is on America's Most Wanted website, okay? And also there is information about Jean Paul Lacombe and pictures of him, the child, and also pictures of his father on helpfindjeanpaul.com. So, you know, Jane is saying that, you know, she's putting together a flyer, and there is information out there.
They are doing an investigation. They are working on it, but I don't have any information from them right now.
Do they call you every day and say, here's what we're doing, and we want to keep you updated?
No, they don't. No, they don't. I think they don't work that way.
Everybody stay right where you are. More. We've got a lot of details on this worldwide manhunt.
National Car Rental knows I'm picky.